Hello everybody, my name is Frank Ampmeyer. I'm the CEO of GooG Digital Media in Kuantan, Malaysia. Welcome to our very first video on YouTube. Recently we have been looking into how we can promote our business in a different way and how we would be able to share knowledge with you, our potential customers, viewers on the internet, people on the other side of the world. We just want to reach out and increase our reach. So let me explain a little bit more in this very first one who we are, how we got here. That's a long story. I won't bore you with that all today. And a little bit more about the services that we have. What we actually want to achieve is we want to create a series of videos. In principle, at this moment, we have planned for 3 videos per week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And we would like to share our knowledge with you. And because the internet is an extremely dynamic environment in which a lot of things change every single week, lots of exciting news, but the technology in principle changes, the techniques change, and I think it would be a very interesting series to share this with you. So that's actually why we're getting started with this technology. Now first let me explain you a little bit more about GooG Digital Media. GooG, G-O-O-G, is actually in the Netherlands, where I originate from. We have a saying, het ei van Columbus, which actually means the egg of Columbus. Columbus on his trips to the United States at that time, which was called the United States yet, but took a couple of eggs on the way. And in the Netherlands, when we say het ei van Columbus, that actually means that you had a brilliant idea. And this is where the name GooG actually came from. We had a brainstorming session at the time with our team, and we were looking for a funky name. Somebody said, well, why not we go to something that has double O in it? So we ended up having GooG as the egg of Columbus. And a GooG, by the way, is a egg in Australian slang. So that's how we ended up being called the GooG Digital Media. Before it actually was called GooG Digital Media Group, but we left off the group. We now obtained the actual domain name GooG Digital Media, so that works a little bit better. So what do we actually do? Well, let me first tell you a little bit where we are. We are in tropical Malaysia. We're about 250 kilometers away from Kuala Lumpur, which is the economical and social heart of Malaysia. And we are at the east coast, so to the east of Kuala Lumpur, in a relatively small town. On one side we're a town, and on the other side we're a little bit of a city called Kuantan. I moved here a couple of years ago, and I took the business that I had at that time from Kuala Lumpur to the East Coast, because I understood that in the East Coast there was an interesting market. Digital advertising, digital marketing was in its infancy in the East Coast, and more companies started to look at actually doing a little bit more in digital advertising and digital marketing. So when I landed my company here about 2.5 years ago, we started to learn the local market a little bit better, which is absolutely different than the market in Kuala Lumpur, where all the big companies are located. In Kuantan it's a little bit different. We have to do a lot of education of our clients, which is interesting because it gives us the opportunity to share our knowledge with them, and then from there we take it step by step. What we often noticed is that their websites were completely not ready yet to do digital advertising or digital marketing. Conversion funnels, content funnels, this kind of terminology was completely new when we arrived here. So in the meantime we worked hard to make more companies understand about these kind of terminology and how we can help them to do better marketing for their web presence. So we, in principle, in the last couple of years, we also built a small web development team that helps our clients with all their web development needs. So in principle, what do we do at GooG Digital Media? Apart from sharing with our clients, of course, and sharing knowledge, we have four main parts within the company. First of all, it's web development. Secondly, it's digital advertising. Then internet marketing, and as a fourth, we do social media for our clients. So let's look a little bit more at the web development. By the way, you will see me look up because I wrote some stuff on the whiteboard just behind my cameraman Faiz. But I wrote it today, I wrote it a little bit too high. So that's why you will see my eye go over my notes on the board here. So web development within the GooG Digital Media, we develop in open source. Most of the time we develop in WordPress. We also have done some projects in Joomla, but we see that WordPress is definitely the much more preferable system to use. We don't use the standard WordPress application. Of course, we use the core engine of WordPress, but we apply some more advanced techniques and technology to it so that we can offer premium themes, but then we also do a lot of modifications for our clients, because every client is different. I mean, WordPress is just one standard system, but every client has their own personal needs, and we adapt for these clients to that. Now we do website development, but of course we also do online shops. We have quite a large number of smaller and larger clients that have online shops. We normally build an open cart, which is quite similar in a way to WordPress. It's one core engine that we then modify within the open source environment, which to us works very, very well. Further, we have some app development ongoing at this moment. This is still where we are learning, we'll be honest about that. App development is a completely new ballgame for us, but it's quite interesting. It works relatively on similar technologies that we have used before, MySQL, PHP, etc. So we're getting the hang of that as well. Then digital advertising, mainly our digital advertising goes through Google AdWords, where we are a Google badge partner. We're the only Google badge partner at the East Coast momentarily, and of course we do quite a bit of Facebook advertising for some of our clients. Further, internet marketing. Of course, internet marketing is the technology and the techniques we use to promote the websites of our clients. Majority of that is what we do is consultancy for the clients. And then further, social media. We help our clients with their social media expressions and making sure that they handle them well and are properly activated, and we come up with content plans and ideas to run a better and smoother social media activities for them. Of course, there is lots to learn in this incredible dynamic environment called the internet. And I've been involved in internet business since almost 19 years. In 1996 I took the first plans for my first online shop at that time, which was a CD shop. I was in the CD business at that time. And in 1997 we launched our very first shop, so it took us at that time about 9 months to build. The second shop we opened in 1998, which is an online dive store with 36 different brands. Very interesting times, because some of these brands, this is back in 1998, they didn't even have an email address yet, and I was trying to convince them that they should try to sell their products online. So quite interesting, quite a steep learning process at that time, but you know, all this experience over these many years I have brought into this company, GooG Digital Media. So what can you expect from us? In principle, we don't want to create very long and lengthy videos. We just want to give you very nice 5-minute, maybe 7-minute items that you can take home, immediately implement into your business. We want to keep it funky, not too much theoretical knowledge, but more practical, hands-on stuff. We will do some reviews on software that we use, techniques. We will share techniques with you, because don't get me wrong, I'll give you one simple example. Google AdWords is a system provided by Google, and the system is used in probably 251 countries around the world. And that system is exactly the same for everybody. So if you are doing what everybody else does, then you have an extreme amount of competition. And for us, it's always the interesting part is where can we find pockets of traffic to drive through your website where we find lesser competition. Lesser competition means you have free range, plus quite often also the costs are lower. What we share with you is the techniques that we use, the strategies that we use. Because in the end, the system is the same, the strategies are different. So different marketing companies use different strategies. So part of this we will chunk down for you in nice bite-sized pieces, and then together we learn how to eat the elephant, as we always say here internally. One of the other things we will do shortly is we'll take you on a shop tour, so we'll take you around the office, and so you have a look at who we are, what we do. Next door from us, because we actually share an incredible space of office space, next door from us is a digital media company specialized on video productions. This, by the way, is not their work, because we don't want to be in this very nice environment with GooG Digital Media. We just want to give you me sitting at a desk talking to you, writing stuff on the board, etc. But our company next door, we'll do some interviews with them. We will share some of their work as well, and later stage they're actually coming in to do some videos as well. They are a professional video production company, and we will share that with you as well when we do our shop tour in one of our next videos. Okay, this was my introduction to GooG Digital Media. Hope you enjoyed it. It was our very first time on YouTube, so quite exciting for us. The next one, we're going to share some interesting things with you, and let's get started with some interesting knowledge on digital advertising using Google AdWords. Okay, I'll see you next time. Take care for now and have a great day. Thanks a lot. Thanks from the whole team here. Bye bye.